Hello everybody and welcome to another episode of doing redstone stuff. Alright, this episode we're doing super smelters and smelters alike. So for the first smelter, it's really easy. All you need is 4 hoppers, 4 chests, and 2 furnaces, also fuel. So you need to put a double chest on top of 2 hoppers that lead into 2 furnaces, that lead into 2 hoppers, that lead into a chest, like so. You throw in a bit of fuel, I'll start going down 2 at a time if you did it correctly, and they're being split into these furnaces, and then it'll end up like this. It'll end up in this chest, because the hoppers on the bottom will take it out from this side. As you can see, we already have 2, in a bit we're going to have 4 here, and 4, there we go. So that's how this is all the most basic smelter, other than just a furnace. And if you're wondering, to make a minecart, since we use a lot of minecarts, to make a minecart, it's just like making an iron helmet, but upside down. To make a chest minecart, you put a chest on top of minecart. To make a hopper, you make a little V shape with all the iron and put a chest in the middle. For this next smelter, what we're gonna do is we're gonna put what we want to smelt up. Well, we're gonna turn it on first on these powered rails, which will make it go side to side. Gonna click it, put in what we want to smelt, and I'll start putting in the furnaces one by one. What's going on with this one then? I guess this one's just refusing to work. It's fine. But it starts going in, and every so often it will just give you some coal, or whatever you smelt. For the next one, it's a bit more complicated, but it doesn't have to be. You can just put, you don't need all these hoppers, but if you want it to be like flush and like into the floor, you can do it this way, or you can just have chests poking out. If you don't want to deal with all this, you just have the hoppers facing this way, and then have these go into a chest over here, I guess. Wait, let me grab a chest, there it is. And then it'll all go into that chest. But anyway, for this one, what you need to do is you need to make a circle, a 3x3 circle with hoppers underneath these rails. And what you're going to do, you're going to put the rails on top of the hoppers, put a minecart chest on top of the rails, and below it, you're going to put furnaces with fuel, and below them, you're going to put your hoppers. Below them, you're going to put more hoppers leading into a chest. Alright. So, that's all you need for this one. You turn it on with a redstone block, give it a little push, jump on the redstone block, go away from the redstone block, put in your fuel, and look at how fast that's going down. Just zoom, bro. And it'll just start putting it in 8x8, 8 at a time. It's beautiful. It's glorious. And once these are done smelting, their first ones, this is for the one that's more flush, by the way. Guess they're going into the wrong hopper. Oh yeah, they were. Anyway, but every so often, like just melted, it shall end up in here, going 8 at a time. So that's how you do this one. And now we get on to this one. This smelter seems very daunting. That's because it is. But it's actually pretty simple, to be fair. This one, unlike the others, can be as long as you like. So it doesn't have to be restricted to like 16 furnaces. It all really depends on how much fuel you have. Anyway, so for this mechanism, for this smelter, you're going to want to put rails on top of a bunch of hoppers like we did with the other one, but only on the ends do we use powered rails. that are always activated. So the cart can keep on bouncing back and forth. And below the furnaces, you're going to have hoppers that are connected to each other that lead into a chest. And then you need a chest minecart. All of these are chest minecarts, by the way. All those minecarts you see. For all the chest minecarts you see, you want to have a double chest on top for your smelting, for whatever you're smelting. And then you gotta put hoppers below it to go into the minecart chests. Like if I throw in a stack, it will start going into the minecart chest. Or chest minecart. Anyway. So then we have the fuel section. You want all these hoppers to be also going into the furnaces. But for this one, you want to have your fuel source. You want your fuel source to be connected to the furnace as well. But unlike the other ones, we don't want these ones to be connected to a chest. So, below these chest minecarts, there are powered rails, and they should be connected to this lever right here. And I'm just gonna show you the entire build right here, going across, in case you want to just pause the video and build it from memory if I'm not explaining well. Ah, jeez. Alright. There you go. And then we go around to the other side. And there you go. That's what you do for this one. And this one, being as long as you like, can give you as much ore as you need. As at least of like how big your render distance is. Anyway, so then you flick the switch. It powers the powered rails at the bottom. That one. Okay. The coal gets spread across, and this chest minecart at the bottom here is adding fuel into all these furnaces. So you won't have to worry about fuel, and all you need to do is just put it in there. To turn it off, you can just flick the lever. When it comes back, it'll stop because powered rails stop minecarts. Anyway, that's how you build super smelters and smelters alike in Minecraft. They're pretty simple, and yeah, have a great day. Bye!